for anyone looking to build their following on X, although my guess is that at least some of these lessons would be sort of generic to any social media platform, what would you say are the top 3 to 5 key things that have helped you do this?
Yeah, I think that's great. I think that the first thing is get involved in a group. Find people that are building like you are and ask them to be in a group with you.
So this would be we would call this a follower building group for
growth, a growth group. It's growth. And what it turns, if you get the right group, it turns out it's not just about followers. It's actually, business, right? We're building. So it expands out, and you meet, like we just had Gabe, Treviso on.
Right.
I met him in a group, and getting involved. Like I had 30 followers on X for the last 12 years.
Yeah.
Okay. I had an account for and in January I had spent a couple of months really grinding my way to 500. Very difficult, just not making much progress at all.
Yeah, right.
But
right.
I had a couple of people, and I can't take credit for it. They reached out to me. Hey, would you like to be? Let's start a chat. You want to help each other? Da 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 da.
Yep.
Just hey, what works for you? What doesn't? How's this going? And so I'm in a couple of groups, one of which Gabe is in, and we talk every day, so we do a weekly call. I posted about it up on my account. You can just go find me on X or Twitter, Shannon Jean.
Yeah, he's Shannon Jean on X. Yep.
Yeah. And I took a snapshot of our weekly call and I posted it today. I'm like, this is the number one secret is you don't do it alone, because it's so much more difficult and there's so many more people that want to work with you. So if you're starting out, do find some folks that are right around where you are, but then also try to bring in somebody maybe that's got twice as many followers, 1,000 or something like that, and attract, some, hey, would you like to help? We'll do this, we'll do that. And that help is mainly asking for feedback and everything else, but it's also, hey guys, I just did this post. What do you think? You can go up, you make a comment, you like it, maybe you bookmark it. And so you're trying to give it a little boost to push it out there.
That initial boost.
Yeah.
So the group, the value of the group, the values of the group are many. One of them is, in a sense, and correct me if I'm interpreting this wrong, but hacking or goosing, leveraging the algorithm out there to kind of lift one another as you post to the group. Okay,
that's right.
All right, that makes sense. Sure.
And the comments are that you're asking for is authentic. Go post what you think of this, not tell me here and then go say this. Right? No, you're really saying oh, I've never heard this
kind of sucks
concept before.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Or
that's
do this,
fine.
do that. Yeah, and also helping before you post, hey, what do you think of this intro? Or what do you think of? Should this be a thread or should this be a long post?
Yep.
What do you like? I learned if you have less than 1,000 followers, one of the most important things, so this would be number 2.
Yes.
Is spend more time in the comments than you do posting posts, because no one is going to see your posts. The algorithm,
spend more time in the comments of other people's posts. Ah, okay.
Right?
So that might actually be number 1.
Maybe
if we're because you want to grow, but I see the group actually being an important thing.
The group's important.
Okay.
That's where I learned that. That's where I learned this tip.
Got
okay,
it.
so
okay.
I wouldn't have known it had I not met these people that said, "Oh, I heard this and I read this and I'm using this thing." So that's 2, but you want to find certain accounts that are in your niche. So if you're a real estate person, I'm in the small business or entrepreneurial space.
Sure.
What accounts have a lot of followers? You should go turn on notifications for those accounts. And when they post, you should try to be in the top 5 first responders.
Yes.
So you get your name out there.
These are the tricks I wanted. Yeah, I love this.
But you need to add value. You can't just post cool.
Yeah,
that looks, great idea. That's nothing.
No.
So you want to if it's something you can add value to, like it, and go, hey, you know what? This worked great for me, or I did it this way, or whatever. Something
something that adds whatever
value.
Yeah.
Furthers the conversation.
It continues the conversation. That's really the value is continuing
Don't
the conversation.
Don't be a troll. If you disagree, think about, is this maybe I shouldn't comment on this post if I disagree, right?
Be
or
positive
if
then.
Or if you
Yeah.
can defend it, just say, I tried that and it didn't work, but this worked for me. Oh, that's
Yes.
okay.
Oh,
I
that's
guess-
totally positive.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
But
Okay.
like that. And then as you grow, one of the most important things is you need to develop an alter ego, because you're going to attract the trolls and
Okay.
they're going to hassle you. And someone's going to say you're an idiot, or you don't know what you're
of
talking
course.
about,
Oh, yeah,
all this
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of crap.
Yep.
And you don't want to take it personally, because it's not personal. They don't even know who you are, right? So we did a whole show about the alter ego effect.
So you're not saying to create a sock profile,
No,
a sock
in your
profile.
head.
You're saying in your head, use use this alter ego as
Yes.
the defense mechanism
Correct.
against the troll. I get, yeah, it makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
B-
Okay.
top
It's
athletes
your thick
and star-
skin. The
Yeah,
alter
yeah.
ego is your thick skin.
Yeah, well,
okay.
like if you read about Beyonce, she has an alter ego named
Yes.
Sasha Fierce.
Yes.
And she says, that's not me on the stage.
Right.
That's Sasha Fierce. So you build a layer in between of, you're building a kind of a persona. It's who you are. You want to be authentic. Very important. You are like Gabe.
Yeah, but
We
it's a
talked-
slice of who you are.
Correct.
It's not
A glimpse.
It's a
Yes.
glimpse. Yeah, got it.
exactly,
That makes sense.
exactly.
Okay.
So that has helped- that's helped me a
we
lot.
do that on the show too.
Of course.
We're
Yeah.
authentic here,
Yes.
but this isn't the entirety of who we
No.
are. It's
No,
a
no.
glimpse.
Same
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, for me, it's been having fun with it. I've said this for 10 years on the show. I want to have a good time. The
Yep.
reason why Dave is my co-host for 10 years, because we laugh at every show.
Yeah,
Either
it's
at
true.
something we did together, some mistake
Yeah.
I made, but I made this comment the other day. If I jump on a call with you and I don't laugh out loud during that first call, the chances of us doing business are probably, are not probably, it's slim to none. Because-
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
it's got to be fun.
It's got to be fun, and because
Yeah.
it gives you energy, man.
Yeah.
It comes back, and I love it. So I mean, those are the things that I would focus on at the beginning. Be yourself. I often say it's authenticity plus serendipity that makes you successful, and then
But that's really it. Like, there's no,
Yeah.
there's no, like other procedural tricks that have allowed you to grow your following. Like that really is it.
volume posting. So I've posted. If you look at let me go see what I'm at today. Okay, so I've made 10,500 posts.
Wow. And
Yeah.
most of those, I would say, 80% or more of those have been in the last like 3 months, right?
Yeah, but a post is also a reply, right? In
Yes.
a comment, that kind of thing. So
Yep.
and then I'll leave you with this. So I have, I don't know, 50. I'll be at 5,700 followers by the end of the day.
Okay. Okay.
Half of those came on 2 posts out of 10,500.
Oh.
Okay, so we're talking about stacking up, learning talent stack.
Yeah.
I would not have half of my followers had 2 posts out of 10,500 gone crazy. And I know exactly which 2 posts those are.
Sure, of course you
know?
do. Yeah, you can see the stats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
right.
just look
Yeah.
at it. And so that's it. That's where the serendipity part comes in. You get a big account that reposts something you did. It's once it starts taking off quickly, it grows and grows and grows, and you watch, you're like, holy smokes, man, this is going to be. It's not what you think. You're going to create what you think is the most valuable post, and it's just going to lie there dead. And you're like, why doesn't anybody like this? And then
Doesn't matter.
Like I had a guy in my group, Tyler, great guy. He posts a joke about the Costco hot dog, and it went to like 1.5 million views.
Of course.
And he probably picked up 300-400 followers. So it's value, value and virality. We had a
Value,
guy-
virality, and volume.
yeah, and we had a guy talk in our growth group that came in. Chris Munn is his name, and he said, you should be about 70% value and maybe
Yeah.
30% virality. So and have fun with it. I post pictures of trees in my yard that I think look beautiful, and then I post stuff I'm doing and work I'm working on. People build in public up there, and So and if you're trying to grow up there or on LinkedIn or you want to connect, reach out. I'd be glad to give you some tips.